Hello, good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you tonight? It's the very last Sunday of July. Wow. And the summer is almost gone. And I wanted to do some more Christmas in July, the last Christmas in July, but I thought, we need to see if some fun in the sun alternatives because the summer is also going away. So, and there'll be time to make more Christmas cards later in the year, right? So just checking that everything is fine, and I think it is. So here we are. All right, I think we're pretty ready to go on our way. So this paper pumpkin was so easy because I still have a few pieces. It's so much fun. It's very colorful. I like the color. I like it came with this. Okay, let's start with the straight projects, right? These are the three projects I came with, and they have these how do you call them, fold pop-up kind of thingy that has this accordion pop-up. So this is one of the cards that came with it, and they're so fun, and I love the colors. They're very summery. I think they would be fun to do with kids as well, with some guidance for the folding. But anyway, I did a video on the folding of that. If you have some issues with it, you can actually find it. Scroll down to find it. Okay, it's also on my YouTube channel. Anyway, so let me show you what I came up with. A few things, and we won't make them all live because we could be here for 3 hours, but we don't have to, right? And also I ran out of supplies to make that many cards, but I made quite a few. I made one of each of the originals, so that's 3, and then I made all these other ones, and the ones I'm gonna make with you. So I made this one, which is a little variation, and it has a pirate ship from On the Ocean, the set On the Ocean that we're gonna play with later. This is the set. I love it, and it comes with dice as well. And then I made this one's, I love them all. This is similar to one of them, but instead of having the 3 accordion fold here, the pop-up, it goes like this. It's a C-fold, double C-fold, I think it's called, right? Because it has this C-fold and this C-fold, and I made it into a birthday card. It's fun. And then this is a variation with the pieces that I had left over, so it kind of looks like one of the cards that came straight from, hi Julia. It looks like one of the cards that came straight from the box, but I changed the design with the pieces I have left over because I've used them here and there. So then we have this one. I like this message because I sometimes get crabby, and then I feel bad about it. So it's good to have a card like that to say sorry. So sorry I was crabby, with a little crab, and then you lift it and it says sending sunshine. And this is just a regular card. And what else? Oh, and then we have this one that I'm like, oh, I have this base, what else can I put? But I ran out of the elements that came here, so I found a suite that combined well with it, and is the Seaside Bay. And I use some of the elements here to make this card and put the happy birthday. Okay. All right. So, oh, and then I made this one as well. This one is very straightforward. This is the envelope. This is the inside of one of the envelopes. And do I have an envelope here? Yes. The envelopes were fun, and we're gonna do something with the envelope that I haven't quite made, but I didn't want to make it. I want to make it with you guys so you could see. So this is the envelope, the outside, But if you cut it, then you have the azure afternoon inside too, and then you can still use this for something else, which we're gonna do in a little bit. All right, so let's start so it doesn't get too late, because I always feel bad when I have you here for too long. All right, so we'll start with, I guess we'll start with this one, because it looks like the most complicated one. It's not that complicated, but let's start with that one and get it out of the way, and then we'll move on. So let me grab the ingredients. Oh, and I decided that I would do it with this color. This is Pool Party, which is one of the other colors that combine with the set. One of the easiest things to do when you're trying to come up with alternatives with a paper pumpkin is actually going to the pamphlet that comes in it, the instructions. It says kit components here, but it's also coordinating Stampin' Up colors. So here they list all the colors that combine with this set. Azure Afternoon, Basic Gray, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Fleur de Flamingo, Grainy Apple Green, Melon Mambo, and Pool Party, which happens to be this one. And the other thing is, like, here there's more alternatives for you, so you can always get inspiration for this one. I like this one, but as I said, I ran out of, until we buy the refill. Hi Joanne, how are you? Until we buy the refill, I don't have more chairs or more, I saved them for the projects that we're gonna make tonight, and I didn't want to go make a lot more, because then I wouldn't have anything to show you, to work with for you. So anyway, let me grab these things. So this starts with a regular size card base, but cut landscape. Since it's like half a sheet of the 8.5 by 11, but it's the landscape cut the lengthwise, and folded in half at 5.5, and this is 4.25. Okay, so this is the beginning, and then what you do is just fold the top layer like this. You can score it if you want first, but if you want it to actually match exactly, sometimes I find it's easier to just fold it like that, and then grab your bone folder, and then my paper is really dry. Okay, but it works. Oh, I didn't do it very well, did I? Not as perfectly as I wanted, but there, I think I'm out of camera. Let me see if I can move this a little bit more, so you can actually see when I get things closer to me. Ooh, my hand's dirty. Maybe. That's why it's good to use a bone folder, because your hands may be greasy sometime. So rather than put all the grease in that. And then for the background paper, I used from the Seaside Bay the paper that it has. This is kind of like, it could be water, or it could be the sky. In this case, I'm gonna do the sky, and I think it matches very well with the Pool Party. If you don't have that one, you can use any other DSP that reminds you of water or sky. We have plenty of them. We have some with clouds. We have just plain blue. You can, or you can actually get white cardstock, and with your blending brush do some variation. But anyway, so I cut this at 4 by 5.25, and we're gonna put it, and this is gonna be our base layer here. We'll start with that. And then I just realized I don't have the, I want to be so prepared, and I'm always forgetting something. Why is that? I don't know. I'm missing the piece that is the seafold here, and I actually thought, like, oh, I have an extra seafold piece. Let me put it away, and I put it away. But I'll go get it. So we'll have to because we're gonna need it. All right, so these are, let me see if I remember properly, let me measure it so give you the exact measurements. Same paper, 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8, no, 2.5, sorry, 2.5 by 4. Okay, so there's this one will go here, and then the other one will go in here. Let's do that. So it's not a big deal. I mean, it is for me because I don't like to get up in the middle of my life and go get things that I forgot someplace else. Just because I can, you know, like I'm here stuck with my TV tray and my camera and my supplies next to me. But it takes me like 30 seconds because my house is really small. It's a studio apartment in Manhattan, so you can imagine. You probably can hear me as I'm, and that's on the other side of the house where I have my papers now. All right. So this is our basic action here, and now we need this piece, which I'm gonna have to go get. So excuse me a second. You can count to maybe 10 or 20. And to save time, what was it, like 10 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi? I don't think I was longer than that. To save time, I've already, this is, let's measure this one too. I don't trust my memory. Okay, where are we measuring it? All right. This is, I believe, 8.5. Yes, so this is the 8.5. A strip by 1.25. 8.5 by 1.25 strip. And then it's folded at 2.125. No, I'm lying. Is it 2.125? Okay, let me do it in the side where I can actually see the fold. 2.125, yes. And then 2.125, 4.25, and that's it. 2.125, 4.25. And what I did with it, and I should have done it live to show you how it's done, but it's actually very easy. But let me do a scrap paper just to show you. I'll just do it here, okay? It's scrap, but, and where's my little, here. I have one of the small blending brushes, and I now need my crumb cake. And I just went like this, tap, 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 and let me put some paper here, because this is my new mat. I don't want to get it too dirty. Okay, Candy. Starting outside, just going like this. And even if you don't start outside, because for this one I wanted the impression that it was just sand, and sometimes the sand is irregular, so well, as you want, and you build the color until you have the color that you want. And then what I used is in this Seaside Bay sorry, in the Seaside Bay set, you have this stamp that is like sand actually, and I just use it. I'm gonna do one just to show you, but I'm sure that you could figure it out, but just in case, and then just went like this, moving it around. So that's how I created this strip. Okay, that now is done. Just to save a little bit of time, let's put this all away. All right, so let's continue. We've done that, just making room, and these will be attached like that. So this one you fold a little bit different, and then you twist it around and you put the C-fold like the short folds on this side instead. All right, and it goes like that. Oh, Candy, no, it's wrong. This was for the vertical card. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna have to make one. My God, I can't believe I did that. Silly me. So scrap the measurements. My God. All right. Then we have to do, I think, 11. I was thinking it's like this doesn't fit, but you know, anyway, I'm so sorry. After I'll go get it, and that's why. All right, we said instead of 8.5, we're gonna do 11 because we're doing a vertical, horizontal card. 11 by, how much did I say this was? 1.5. 11 by 1.5. Okay. Now we're gonna have to do it all again after. Oh well. Oh well. Thank you for putting up with me, but now you'll see me doing it for real. Let's stamp it first. Oh, and I think I got it crooked now. Oh God. Yes, I did. All right. So it's gonna be a little shorter than 8.5 because I moved the paper on the other side. How are we gonna do that? It doesn't matter how the width of it. What it matters is that the C-fold is done correctly. So let's quickly, I'm not even gonna bother with my liner. I'm just gonna do it on my mat, and you know, I'll use another mat. I'll try to go fast. And all this I'm doing because I ran out of this piece that I used before for the beach, didn't I? Or I didn't. I could have put it like this. Okay, so I don't have to do that part, but I'm gonna have to do the other part. Oh well. I think I'm gonna do that whole thing. Okay, this got intense there, but I can build up the color. And there's things that are gonna go on top of it, so, you know, and as I said, it's sand, you know, sand is not one color only. And I think it would be faster if you do with a big brush, blending brush, but this is the one that I was using for my crumb cake. So this is what's gonna be. We're gonna live with it. All right. Oh no, let's not put that out. And now we're gonna do the sun, varying a little bit the position of the stamp so it doesn't look all matchy. All right, I'll put it one more here, and one in there, and one in there. All right, that's good enough, I think. And now we're gonna fold it. The folds have to be like this one. So it's 2 what did I say it was? Again, God, I have such short memory. 2 3/4, and then 5 1/2. Okay, so we're gonna score it. 2 3/4 first, and then 5 1/2. And now we'll fold it and twist it around. Fold it like this in a Z. And instead of putting it that way, we're gonna turn it around and do it the other way. And see, now it matches. See, that's what we wanted all along. And I don't know why there's a little bit of variation here. Again, I don't think this was. I'm just gonna cut it by hand, because just to trim it, because I'm a perfectionist, but far from perfect, as you can see. Just trim a little bit of this. Perfect. All right, now we're talking. Before we glue this, I'm gonna put whatever piece I want here to write. And if you want to stamp something here, this is where our message is gonna go. How I wanted it to go. You can put it whatever you want. But let me see, I'll do the same. Happy birthday. This is a happy birthday message that comes from Circle Sayings. I like it a lot because it has a combination of 2 fonts, and you know I like that. And should I use my mat, but hopefully it worked. Yes. Dirty Flamingo is another one of the colors. As I said, it's very handy if you just take a look at the colors that coordinate and use those colors for your cardstock, for your bases, for your inks. So we have that, and now we're gonna put something here so we can write our message. This, it doesn't matter how it measures. It doesn't have to go what it measures. It doesn't have to go all the way down, because we're gonna put this here. So a piece that's at least 3 inches tall, I would say. Again, where is my ruler that I can just verify that? And I don't know where I put it. Wow, look at that. Well, anyway, oh, here it is. That is transparent. Sometimes it just, it melts. This one is, I wanted 3 1/2 actually, but it doesn't matter. It's a little longer than that. As I say, you're not gonna see it, but I'm gonna put the sun here, because there's no sun in this unless you put it right there. So let's get the yellow that comes is Daffodil Delight, but I think this is so saffron just because I cannot find my Daffodil Delight at the moment. Actually, it comes with a set with a paper pumpkin. But I don't know where I put it, the little one. This time I'm gonna do my mat because I don't want to mess it up. And I've seen that my little son doesn't stamp, is not stamping right, but maybe, well, maybe now it is. Look at that, perfect. The other one was not so, well, it was pretty good too. I don't know. Sometimes you have to use the stamps a few times, these photopolymer ones, until they get like, I don't know, used a little bit and they adhere better, I find, than when they're brand new. They may have some patina when they store them or something, that it goes away as you use them. Anyway, so I'm gonna put here, like leaving like a eighth of an inch around it, and it doesn't matter at the bottom because we're gonna put the Z-fold, so you're not gonna see it. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you is that if you want to use all this space for writing, you may not want to adhere this part and just adhere that part. Then you can just write it and then adhere it after it's written, because the person can still read it when it's open like that. But it's going to be hard to write here. But if I just want to have, oh, dear whoever, I wish you a very happy birthday, you know, I can do it. So I'm going to attach it. Anything else that we need to attach to this? I don't think so. So we can actually start with the Z-fold. And as I said, we attach the shorter folds on the long side and the long fold on the shorter side. Only in the first one, okay? You don't put glue here. We're gonna put glue here. We're gonna go like this. Make sure that is where it should be, flush with the corners of your card base. And then for this, we're just gonna put the glue here, my liquid glue, and then we're gonna fold it in place and hold it. I think I put this one a little bit too. I did it better in my original. Oh well. Fold it a little bit, and that's it. That's our Z-fold. Yeah. I should have actually tested that. I put this a little too to the right, so we see a sliver of color there, but it doesn't really matter, of white, but it doesn't really matter. It's barely noticeable. Maybe if I can press this a little bit more. Yeah, better. All right, so now all you need to do is decorate with the pieces. And this will go like that. And some people think that this is a little childish to have this, and if you don't like it, you can always trim it and cut it here and then just have the parasol. I don't mind it, so I'm gonna leave it. So we're gonna attach this piece, liquid glue. Sorry if you don't see it, I'm just putting liquid glue. Not very exciting to see. All right, once you have it aligned, just a dab of little glue here so it doesn't move around too much. So that's our main part, and then we put the lawn chair in here. I don't know what's the, I think this is, nice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put glue just here in the bottom of the seat, so to speak. Sorry. I was pointing outside of the camera. Yes. And the legs. And then where are my... Oh, I didn't put all the decoration pieces. Thankfully I have them handy, I think. Yes, they are. As are the embellishments. I have so little left that now it's easy to find everything in the box. Because I've been using it all. I've been having fun with the set. So let's see what we have left. I don't think I have more. Yes, I do. Yeah, I still have one pair of slippers. How you call it? No, not slippers. I'm gonna put them here. A pair of flip-flops. Because I put this chair a little bit farther down. Or maybe this was taller, I don't know. Because I don't like to... Oh! Alright. I'm gonna put this here. It's okay, because you still will see it when it opens. And what else do we have left? The sunglasses. Maybe the sunglasses can go on the seat here. Yes, I like that idea. Sunglasses on the seat, and then we're gonna put a couple of shells. Sorry, just putting some glue there. And then we're gonna get a starfish. I'm sorry, I'm just doing it upside the camera. There you go. And one shell next to it. Like that. And to finish it up, we'll just put a couple of these. They look like sequins. I don't know if they are or not. Gonna put them in the front only. In the sun, like glistening sun, and one there. All right, so this is the Seafold car. You like it? All right, so let's move on after my little mistake with the stuff. But anyway, not mistake, but getting the wrong stuff. So how about if we do the pirate ship now? I like pirate ships. So these are my pieces. Oh, let me put these away before they get lost. So like this is all I have left for this, like from the set. Just a starfish, sunglasses, a couple of banners because you get extras for that. And that's about it. And a couple of, I like one or two bases, but with the pieces, without the pieces to put on top of it, you have to find other things that combine with that to use those. And I did. Alright. So for this one, as I was telling you, I used the On the Ocean set, which is one of my favorite, and I know it's not very popular, but I still like it. I like pirate ships. I like ships in general. I like pirate ships. I love these waves here. And you also have the seagulls here. And it has fantastic, look, like I have pre-cut pieces here. It has fantastic dies to go with it, especially the waves are very cool, and the ship, to make the ship, I was thinking of making the ship, but it was like too bulky, to make it the ship with the sails like this, because you want to give them three-dimensionality, but it already has the steps for the pop-up, so it was too much. So let's see, how does this go? Well, first off, remember, in case you didn't see my video or you haven't tried it yourself, you want to do this when you get this, and this is not how it's done, because this falls downwards, not upwards, and this one falls. Let's start from the beginning. This goes down, first one down, first fold, the second one up, the third one down again, the fourth one up, and that's it. And you want to end up with a piece like this, and you want to crease it so it stays down, but crease it only when you have it where you want it, because it's not perfect with the when you fold it, right? So now we'll stand up, and it's flashing. By the way, I'm sure that you can do that by measuring, but I actually did a layout of the cut, and it's a regular car base, and these are the measurements. If you want to take a screenshot, basically what you do is you, from the half, if you do it like this, from this part, you don't want to cut two at the same time, but this measures 2 inches, and then you do the cut from the 2 inches to, what was it, this 3, so 2 by 3 and the cut, and then another 2 on the other side of the fold, and that gives you this cut here, this opening, right? And then you just fold, score at 1 1/4, another 1 1/4, 15 16/8, 13 16/8, and then 2. And then you just do like the up down that I was telling you, and then that's your base, right? And you can do it with any color cardstock, and I'm thinking this is gonna be a really fun fold for some of my holiday cards, so you're gonna see it again. So I wanted to have a template for that. So again, I'm gonna put it right here for a second if you want to take a screenshot of the measurements, and you know, just to show you, I'm sure you can figure it out by just measuring one of the card bases, and that's what exactly how I did it. All right, so let's start putting this together. So this goes with this, and I am a little in, and I'll know all of them go all the way to the fold. So what I do is that I line it up like this, the horizon line, and then I put my glue there. I just put 2 lines of glue, more or less, and then I'm gonna measure it again while it's still wet to make sure that I have it. Measure it, I mean align it again. See? You see what I wanted? Yes. Then I press down, and that's it. You can use your bone folder for that. And this one, as you see, is not totally down. Some others go down. I don't know what the reason is, but anyway. And it doesn't really matter. It's just me, because once you open it, they're separate, so you're not gonna see if there's like a minuscule difference in the horizon lining, because you know, once the person opens it up, you know, it just do it there. Once the person opens it up, it's gonna go like this, right? So I stamped the ship and I pre-cut it so we can see how it goes. I'm gonna put this one here, but before doing that, I forgot we had to stamp the waves, because you know, like ship, this is too tranquil, this seed is too quiet, and I wanted some wave action. I should have done that before attaching, but it doesn't matter, it's still flat. So where are my waves? In the horizon, on the ocean, sorry, set, grab it for a second. I'm gonna get, and I don't need the stamping mat because it's clean and it has already the foam, the Stampa does. I'm getting Azure Afternoon, and I'm gonna be very careful not to go on over this side, so maybe I'll just put a paper. That would be clever of me, Candy. There we go, scrap paper. Now I can just do the wave of action. Oops, that went over my horizon line, but it doesn't matter because, you know, it's a wavy C. And I keep going. Because it has the fold, and again, most of it is not gonna be seen because it will be on the inside, so it doesn't matter. Just like that. And then let's not forget this part. I'm gonna protect the sun. Just to give it a little bit of texture. Maybe I should put, since I had like the waves of going over there, I'm gonna do a little bit of waves over here too, so it doesn't look like that was a mistake. It's actually intentional. It's a stormy sea. Stormy with a sunset, but still, you know, can be windy. All right. So now we fold it back again as it goes, and this, I think I need some wave action here, see? On the top of the horizon line to match my other stuff. I need more ink. In my fantasy of a stormy sea. There we go. All right. We're gonna put our treasure island here, because that's what my intention was, that it looked like treasure island, and the pirates are coming to retrieve their treasure, and the treasure is you. The message of my card. All right, so we have that, and then we're gonna put the pirate ship like that. Oh, one important thing I did, because the ship is in the ocean, I don't like all these white around, and I happen not to have the Azure Afternoon blend yet. So what I did, I got my blending pen, blender pen, and I just grabbed some. Actually, I didn't do like this, I did it here. And I just went like that, grabbing a little bit of the ink and going all over the outline, so at least it blends better with the background. Again, my fantasy of the scene that I'm creating here. You could sponge it too, but I wanted a more definite outline in the right color. Right, just the top, and the top goes over, you can see here, the top goes on the sunset, but it depends on how you open this, so because it's in the water too, so I'm not gonna bother to do a sunset for the little outline. I'm like, just, this is good enough, I think, because the boat is in the water. All right, so that's much better, isn't it? Now we're gonna put it here. And see, it blends much better with my background. Just touch of liquid glue. I'm using liquid glue for almost everything, but if you prefer to use glue dots, go ahead. I just like to be able to move it. I'm gonna put it between the sun, so it goes between the sun and my island there, the other island, because he's coming to an island here too. And then we are gonna put some waves to cover the bottom of that. We can do this, or we can cut new ones. I mean, let me see what I like better. I don't mind that it doesn't go all the way, because this is gonna be folded like this, so it's barely gonna be seen. But anyway, you know, actually I'm gonna move it a little bit further up there, so I can put these waves, and I can actually cut them to measure, like around there. Scissors, where did I leave my scissors? They were on their place. There. Oh, I think I cut it a little bit short. Anyway, I'm gonna line it here, because the other part you don't see behind the palm trees anyway. Just a bit of glue will suffice. 3 little touches, and I want it further down, further up, further up. These are skinnier, I don't know. These were embossed in the other side of the die cut, you know, because they kind of go like this, see, and one side is embossed and the other one isn't, but it doesn't really matter which one you choose, because as I said, once this is closed, you'll see that. All right, so now all we need to put is like our message here, which I used, and I'm gonna trim this a little bit more, but I'm gonna stamp it first. I used a message that you're a treasure here from the same set, On the Ocean. You are a treasure. And I don't have any empty blocks. I'm gonna empty it very quickly. There. And we'll stamp it with copper clay, so it stands out. I like it, good enough. We'll trim it a little bit and we'll give it flat tails. I don't know how the weather is where you are, but we've had a beautiful day here today. Beautiful, nice. Not as hot as it used to be. Finally, the heat stopped a little bit and it's pleasant. I'm doing the flag tails here. I think that you can see me. I've done it 1,000 times, but Here's 1001. Cut in the middle, and then from the corner to the middle, and from the corner to the middle. And should have trimmed that better. All right, there's your flag tail. We're gonna curl this a little bit for a more flaggy effect using the bone folder. And then we'll just adhere it with glue dot, dimensional glue dot. Okay, so we start with the dimensional first, and my glue dots, if I can find them, and if I can, then we'll have to find another solution. Okay, found them. Glue dot there, glue dot here. I don't know if I think my inky finger, incident. Oh well. No problem, because we can put one of the gold coins on them. And these are, if I'm not mistaken, the adhesive back seasonal sequins. We have them available in the catalog right now, and because they're seasonal, they're good for many occasions. They come in this whitish, kind of like mother of pearl, iridescent white, and then a red, I'm not sure which red it is, and a green. So they're a little festive. I think they'll be great for Christmas too. And the gold ones. The gold ones are my gold coins in this card. So and I'm gonna put 3 little ones, and you're a treasure, and here are my gold coins. Okay, so that's our card number 2. And I'm moving along to card number 3, because I don't want to have you here forever. I'm trying to put things away, because you know what happens otherwise. My little space gets crowded. I cannot work, I cannot find anything, and it's not fun. So let's take these away. Hope you like them. This one has more Stormy Sea than this one, but you know, I like them. Oh, forgot the most important part. This is a pirate ship. Where's my little pirate skull and crossbones that I had right here? Here. We have to put that on the sails there. And this comes also in the die cuts. Even though there's a stamp that has a skull and crossbones, but it's a little smaller. I like to do these just to get the glue in more parts. There. I want it a little bit to the right. There. Yep. Yeah, now it's a pirate ship arriving to shore. Oh, why is this not adhered? There we go. Alright, our pirate ship arriving to the island to collect the treasure. Alright? Alright, let's move on to card number 3. And card number 3 is gonna be the crabby one. This has a lot of simple stamping. It's a very easy card, and you can make it with other elements too, meaning other colors. And I'm using for this one the starfish in the Flirty Flamingo. And let's remind you what this card was. Right. And then we'll need the sun too. Oh, and I didn't get, I bet. No, I did not. But I'll go get it right now. My circle punch. I have the big one, but I need the new one that it's in the, one of the new ones that it's in the online exclusives is the 1 3/4 one. And that's the one I use for this one. So, thankfully have paper there. Yeah, I'm gonna cut 2 circles. That's what I need. One for outside and one for inside. The one for outside doesn't have anything stamped in it. It's just the background. But the one for inside will have the stamp of the sun and the sending sunshine. See, no matter how well I try to organize things, I always forget something. But anyway, easy fix. All right, so let's start stamping the sun, I think, and the sentiment of sending sunshine. The sun, where is the sun? Okay. Gonna have to clean something. So I have an available block. I have extras of the blocks, but even so, I still don't have as many as for all the stamps that I used and all in a life. So, and now I lost the sun here. Here's the sun. And here's my alleged Daffodil Delight that it's so saffron, but honestly it doesn't really matter, especially for this card because it doesn't have any other yellow thing at all. So, but I will recommend to use the mat, the stamping mat. And I'm gonna stamp the sun a little bit higher up so I have not totally center, so I have room to put my sentiment. And the sentiment says that came in the set, in the paper pumpkin, sending sunshine too, but I only want the sending sunshine part. So I'm gonna cover with, where is my, darn, where are my post-its? Okay, oh, I have to go get those too. As I said, they were around here. I'm sure they are. No, they're there. They're on the table. These are my Stampin' Up posters that my friend Julia sent me. They're so cute and so helpful. So, I'm gonna cover the 2 like so. Before I ink my stamp, it doesn't stick. Okay, ink my stamp, and now I remove it, and I just have the sending sunshine. There we go, perfect. I love it. It looks better than my original. Yay, practice makes perfect. See? Right. So we have that part, and now we have to stamp. This is on white, and I wanted more Flirty Flamingo to put as my mat, but I didn't have any. I only had a strip left, which I'm using for this. So what I did is I grabbed a sponge over and I sponged all around my mat. So my card base is 5.5 by 4.25. My mat is gonna be a quarter smaller on each side, which is 4 by 5.25, and my top piece where we're gonna stamp the starfish is 3.75 by 5. So now have fun sponging. I love it. It's fun. And I'm sponging, usually I wouldn't sponge so much in, but I want to have that 1/4 inch that it goes around in pink. And I don't care that it's not perfectly inked, as long as I have, even if there's like shade variations, it's kind of cool. And all you're gonna see is the sliver around it anyway. So that's a solution. If you want to use a mat on a cardstock color that you don't have available at that moment, you didn't get it, or if you get like me, I sometimes for some of the colors families, I don't get them individually. I get a pack of the color families, and some, for some reason there's a DSP that coordinates with something that I use more often than the others, and then you always end up having some left and not of the one that you needed at the moment. And before you order more, you can always do this. It's a fun solution. So now that we have it all around, let's see how it looks. How it will look once we put this. See? Nice. It has a color, and I like the variation a little bit. It gives it a little bit more texture. So, and it's a very simple card, so we can use that. And now we're gonna stamp the starfish. So this is my foam mat that I wrapped in paper, and as you can see, I use it all the time. So starfish, go off the edge on some of them. You can put them closer together or more separate, as you want. Just oh, I missed that one. Oh, you didn't see how I missed that one. That's good. I was off camera in there, but I sorted it out. See, I went over, because the good thing about these, you can twist them around so they're not all the same size. The good thing about the photopolymer is they're see-through, so you can actually more or less line them up and stamp them all over again if you want more density of color. Do I want another one there? No, I don't think so. All right, so this is my top layer. And now we can put it together. Oh no, we're not gonna put it together. We're gonna prepare these first, because we want these. Well, we can put it together on top of this layer. And before we attach that layer, we're gonna put our, look how pretty, doesn't it look good? I love it. And this is just simple stamping. Simple stamping. There's something very soothing about it, I find. right, now you can decide if you want this way or you want it that way. Maybe this way. And this is my very last piece of Fleur de Flamingo. That's why it's a little bit even folded there. And so actually I had to split that piece of Fleur de Flamingo. It was 11 almost, so it's like 5.5. It should be 5.5. I just used the whole thing. Score with a score at a 1 inch mark. That 1 inch is what you're gonna put behind this to have your flap going up. But before we do that, we're gonna do flag tail on this one too. And it's a little dirty. Oh well. As I said, it's my very last piece. To get it right this time, I just lined it up like this, just like this, because we're gonna cut the tails anyway. So this fold is not gonna be seen. So we're going to the middle, and from the center to the middle. There we go. And you center it in both parts and just put some glue, and then you center it again because you forgot where you had centered it. Or I did. People are very quiet today. Well, I know Julia is at work and Joanne must be busy. I think this is centered enough. I think so too. Oops. Oh no, it moved. Yeah, that's a good thing about liquid glue. It moves around, but sometimes that's not a good thing, you know, because you want it to stay. So I should have just pressed down for a moment until the glue is activated. Flatten it all. Make sure it's well distributed, and that's our part. Right now, these we can put on top of our car. That it happens to be. You can do it. I like it because this flips like this. I like it that it's a vertical car as well. But you can do it in a book opening if you want. I like it both. Like the action should be the same. But that's just me. Let's adhere this. I think it's pretty decent. Maybe a little crooked there. Let's see if I can move it around a bit. Yeah, that's better. All right, so this is our car base, and it doesn't want to stick down like the other one, but it will once we put the stuff, hopefully. No, we can always go like this. It helps sometimes. Well, today it didn't. I think what I did is I put it 2 flights down, and it has the 2 layers that is pushing it up, but it doesn't really matter. Once you put it in an envelope, it's gonna stay down. So now you want to put this that is not seen, but it's centered. Sorry, I'm off camera. Like so. So when you open it up, let me open it up. Oh, there it is. Okay, and here we're gonna put our other circle, and as I said, this is the 1 3/4 inch circle that we have in the online exclusives. Center this here. It bugs me that it's not it's lifting up. Oh well, we'll have to live with it. And this is a little crab that, if you notice, it has the I just noticed the other day I used this and I just put glue the block, but no, it has a cut, so you can actually put this like this. I hadn't seen that. Okay, it's so close together, it's hard to see. There we go, like this. See how cute it is? And in this case, I don't think I need sorry I was crabby again, so I'm gonna put another message of the ones that come here, because it says we could say waving hello, sending sunshine. That's nice, right? Or we can see I see brighter days ahead, sending sunshine. I kind of like that, but for that I need the longer message thingy, which we had. It came in the set, it came with two sizes, one for the shorter messages and one for the longer messages. So I'm gonna do that one. I see brighter days ahead, sending sunshine. I think that's a good combination. Hi Joanne, are you getting tired? I of course I understand. It's Sundays, you know, I know you're retired, but if you have to go to work, Sunday evenings are not easy. I see brighter days ahead. Yes, I like that. And we're gonna stamp it in the flirty flamingo. I almost said dirty flamingo, but no, please, it's flirty. Oops, sorry, I'm off camera again. I don't know if I just didn't put this close enough. I'm so sorry. So we're gonna make him hold the sign again. No, I want it like this, you know. I see brighter days ahead. And now we're gonna put dimensionals in this one. I'm gonna put one dimensional holding the, how you call it, the pins, the crap, claw, that's it, the claw, and the other covering the claw, and then one here in the body. Oh, actually you don't need this, never mind, because this is too long. The other one was shorter, but this is too long, so it would get outside of here. So oh my god, why is the back so hard to take in this one? Take off. And I like it that it breaks the circle a little bit. I still center. That's, I think, very cute. And I have a friend who's going through a rough time, and I think that he's gonna get these. Running out of this. That came in the set as well, but that's fine. That's what this is for. So here's our third card. Okay, and with simple stamping and everything from the set except white cardstock and the Flare to Flamingo cardstock. And then for the last card, I mean, I wanted to show you these, but that uses the envelope. But I don't have more surfboards anymore, so I thought that we can do a variation with another part of the envelope and something else. So let's see how we do, because you know, nothing, I don't have a sample, but I just thought, oh, something. So this one uses, or will use, so I'm gonna make it as I go, uses one of the sides of a card base. Let me show you what I mean by that. You see all the card bases that come in the set have this side that's decorated, so I just cut this, and I cut it with the fold line, but I actually flatten the fold line so it's less visible. You can barely see it now. And so that's the part that we're using for that card. And then, because for this one I had used the inside of the envelope, I had the flap of the envelope, which I cut also at the same size that I cut this one, which happens to be, and let me tell you right now, 5 by 1 7/8. Just I don't know why it was not 2, but it's just shy of 2. Then I cut this to be my frame for this, a little bigger, which I want to be exact, and it's 2 1/8, so it's 2/8 bigger, a quarter. And what we're gonna do is, I thought, because this cardstock that I had, and this is definitely Delight, sorry, let me get a little bit of drink. Hi Deborah, how are you? So this was a little, I don't know, like I don't know if you can see, it's a little wrinkly here. So I thought like, oh, we can do one of these cards that you cut this part, and then we're gonna have this part inside, and let's see how it works, because as I said, I'm winging it as I go. So let's cut, I think I said 1 3/4. Did I say 1 3/4? I didn't say it, but I thought it. Let's see, because this has to go like this. Yeah, 1 3/4 will do. And if we have to cut more, I'd rather cut less first and then more. So 1 3/4, and then I'll get it dried. I'll get rid of the wrinkly part of my cardstock. So I'm running out of Daffodil Delight too. I saved this for something else. The wrinkly part. Also, when it's wrinkly, you know, you can mist it a little bit and then use your bone folder, and usually the folds, the wrinkles go away. Sorry, the fire department, they're gonna do some service, I guess. Anyway, so now we have that, and then we can do the base first, I think. And this is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white cardstock. It's my liquid glue. Oh, there's the other track. Guess they needed both of them. Of course my window is open because I don't have the air conditioning on now. Yay! But the window needs to be open. It's summer. I need some air. Alright, so we have that like this. And now we're gonna put this here. Yes, it does. fit how I wanted it. I was trying different things with the inside, you see. But I didn't like that you see the glue of the envelope here, so we're using the other part, this colorful stripes. Plus I said these were gonna be colorful alternatives because it's a very colorful paper pumpkin. I've enjoyed it a lot. I'm almost done of materials, as I was saying, and that never happens. I have all these boxes with cards to finish. So now we're gonna mount the other part on the white cardstock. Sorry, again, off camera. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. Right. There. And now we're gonna put this here. Center. That looks pretty, doesn't it? And this with the pieces left over, because as I said, the big pieces were used already. My umbrellas, my launchers, my palm trees, the surfboards. Everything's been put to good use. So now this is the last pieces with the flap of the envelope and the side part of the card base. And this will look pretty nice like that, but I thought that it goes very well with the circle saying. So where's my circle saying? Here. I thought that we can put these beachy theme shells and starfish, and also the sentiment warm hello. You can use a sentiment from the paper pumpkin, but for this specific card, for the circle, you want to make sure that it fits and it doesn't go over the shells. And usually I would stamp first and then cut, but honestly it's hard to calculate where the paper goes and whatever. So for these circle sayings, I like to actually cut first the circle and then make sure that it goes in. And that's why these stamps are photopolymer see-through stamps, that then I can just put them where I want it. I'm using Azure Afternoon. See? Okay. For a second I thought it was the shimmery white paper, because this afternoon I was using shimmery white instead of white, and I'm like, why is this? This white is not white. And then I realized. I realized why. Okay, where's my warm hello? Could do the happy birthday too, cause you know, but I have a lot of happy birthday cards. Yeah, Joanne, you're never safe with the fire trucks, especially when I'm in meetings or something. See what I'm saying now? You can center it where you want it for the perfect circle saying. I love this bundle. It's great. It comes with the circle 2 1 what is it, 2 1/3/8, and then these sayings. They're all very nice sayings. I like the combination of the fonts. And then it has all these little things, so you can do a birthday card, sending you a a warm hello or thinking of you, and the wave here, or the flowers, the cupcake. It has a little bit, very, very, very versatile. All right, so now let's put it together and see how we like it. I was thinking here, but I think it needs something else. I think it needs something else. I think it needs something around this. Because it looks a little naked. So let me see if I can get some yellow Daffodil Delight cardstock. 1 second. And I'm also gonna get my circling layering circle dies, and I'm gonna find one that's a size, hopefully, that will go around that circle well. If I can find them. Here. Let's see. These are the kind of dies. I mean, I think the circle layering circles are retired, but I don't know if I can say that, but I know the new catalog has some circles, layering circles coming, so guess who's gonna get some? I will. I don't know if I want it. Do I want it scalloped or do I want it? What do you guys think? I think scallop will look nice. Maybe this one. No, this is too small. No, it's this one. Okay, so let me pass this through the machine. And if we don't like the scallop, I can cut the other one. All right. Perfect. See, perfect, perfect, perfect. And now I like it. Don't you think? I like it much better. So we're gonna put a little bit of glue. These are the kind of dies that I like to have in my toolbox. Like all layering stuff, you know, like rectangles, ovals, squares. And now we're gonna prompt this with dimensionals on this half. Put 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm putting it here because I like this landscape, and this it has less interest. So that's the card with the flap of the envelope. Where's the envelope? Oh, here. I was gonna show it to you. This is a flap of the envelope cut, and with this card I made all the base. Like I cut the sides, I open it up, cut the middle part. I could have done it in this color too, but I thought it would, like the contrast of this with this piece was better. But you know, these are just ideas for you to use every little last piece of your paper pumpkin this month. So I think that's it for me. Well, let me show you a couple of other cards that I think I showed them at the beginning, but we're not gonna have time to do more. And as I said, I ran out of pieces too, so not much I can do. So this is where I use my last surfboard, and it's a little different from the one that comes on the box. I put the sign with a happy birthday because I wanted a happy birthday card, and I put the sailboat passing in front of the island. That's a little different from the one straight from the box. And then because I had just these two pieces laying around, but I didn't have any big pieces here, I said, oh, let me grab the by the seaside bay, that's what it's called, and put these little birdies and the crab and the shell, and then I put lots of wing stella over the shells, and if you open it, you have your message there with a pearl. All right, so we have that, we have these, then what else have we done? The crabby one, we did the I see brighter days ahead. That's cute. And then what else do we have? Oh yeah, the seafold. Anything else? I think I'm missing one. Oh, the pirate ship, of course. Of course I'm missing one. Look, so many I don't have room in my to show you. But anyway, I hope this set gives you a lot of inspiration, as it has given me, and it's been very fun. And I couldn't just wait any longer to show you what I came up with. So sorry that there was not a fourth Christmas in July, but I thought that you guys will enjoy the alternatives for the paper pumpkin. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Birds in the sky. Yeah, I could actually totally put some birds in the sky. There's a couple of birds in the sky here already. If you're talking about this, oh, you mean for this car? Yes, actually that's a good idea, if that's what you meant. So let me grab my On the Ocean. And thank you, Joanne, for that lovely suggestion. And I'm gonna put some birds. You're right, so it looks less bare. I'm gonna put them in a sur afternoon as well. And hopefully I don't mess it up now that the car is done. Yay! I think it looks very nice. Thanks for the suggestion, Joanne. Lovely. Alright, so I hope you have fun with this set, and I'll see you next Sunday with something, probably using Trucking Along, because I haven't shown you anything with Trucking Along. So have a lovely, lovely end of July, which is tomorrow, and enjoy the week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.